All right, there we go. We should be live. Right. It's over here so they can see that. Talk. Let's see if your voice is picked up.
Oh, you want me to talk to
There we go. All right.
see if I show up?
Yep. You show up. I don't know if the Discord is where. Yeah, see, it's not saying live in my Discord again. All right. And so if I did
Okay.
this right, everybody should be seeing my screen.
I see you, and then green screen, and then screen. Hey, TJ.
What do you mean you see a green screen?
I don't actually see like the
Oh,
green screen.
oh, you freaked me out. Okay. Hey, TJ. Welcome to my trip with special guest Rob for a little bit before he goes to sleep. So, I don't know, TJ, how much of these photos you've seen in Discord, but I've got them compiled, and we're gonna start
I'm
out
pretty
with.
sure
Go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure she's seen them all because you uploaded most all of them.
Rob's not being mean. All right. Well, we're starting out with here I am at the gas station because I know that's exciting. All right. I don't know why I decided to stand in looking into the sun to take this photo. Hi, half alive fool.
Me being mean would be saying what I said before she started streaming and then ditching and leaving her sitting there blushing like a fool.
Thankfully, you did not do that. Oh my god, that would have been bad. So,
That would have been great. Should have done that. Stuck with the original plan.
okay, but anyway, and then we had been we. Nah, I can't even think because you're crazy. Because we had been in horrible weather all week, blushing like a me. Yes, 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 blushing like a fool. So I wanted to point out I had sun before I left because when I left, the bad weather we found out came with me. Was the sex good? Okay, that's a Rob question.
I fail to see how that's a me question.
I enjoyed it immensely. Now, here's where I was cheating on Rob with another man. This is Bean. That's a both of you question. Okay, Rob, you have to answer that one.
Yes.
And then here is Fool with the cats and my bag. Because I got to stay with the Fool before I left, which was wonderful. And now we're going to fast forward to here I am at, what was it, 4 in the morning at the airport. Exciting. I'm at this point going, what the hell am I doing? Why is the airline delayed? What was it, 3 hours? Four
Something like
hours?
that.
And I found that the airport is spooky this time of the morning. That was a cream puff, yes. Yes, of course your cat's got to be on stream. And Sherry asked to get a picture of what it looks like in an American airport, and the Rochester airport is. I'm not don't want to offend you, fool, but one of the most dingy airports. I went from all of them. It was pretty sad, as you can see. It's pretty empty. More like 4. Yeah. But the outside of too far. The outside of Fool's Airport is incredible. I did take a picture of the departure thing, so people got us because Sherry wanted to know how that looked because it's different, than, I guess, over there. But I'm going to get out of this because I think, yeah, but that's my plane that's coming to get me. So I want to go over and I want to show people what the outside looks like. If you go to the outside of the terminal, it looks like a rainbow magical tunnel. Hey, UA! And this, I was not prepared for. The outside of the airport is amazing. So if you go out through this tunnel, it will look like, where is that picture? Up here. And I think I told Fool literally I'm in a magic tunnel of a trip because I mean, look at that.
Except until the moment you get into the actual terminal, it's like
Complete
completely just
letdown.
let down failure.
Dusty kept messaging me in a panic. I swear, I might have been messaging a few of you in a panic because the layovers were kind of bad. But yeah, Rochester, this got my hopes up. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you saw what the inside looked like. I was like, okay, this is not amazing. This is not cool at all. Where was the other photo where I was going back into? So, okay, so little tiny plane shows up. Yeah, and Fool's like, I see this every day. That's pretty much now you're sounding like Rob when we get to Victoria, but we're not going to go there yet. Get on a tiny
That's
plane,
further down the line.
see out window. Yes. And that's pretty much clouds. Clouds are a thing. I was amazed because I haven't flown on a plane since before Shay was born, and I forgot how beautiful it is up there. You lose it if you don't do it. So, and it was just pretty. But that is another one. So we'll get out. We're out of order now. So the next thing we do is we land in where did I go? Toronto. I did not take pictures of inside Toronto.
Come on, Kat. Do you really expect anything less?
Did you even answer that one, Rob?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Just checking. So I'm gonna put this photo up. I actually wore this is why you get in the timeout. I actually wore ridiculous socks because I thought, Canada Maple Leaf had to. Because
You had to.
I got to Toronto, and there is a reason why there is no photos. Toronto was hell, as most of you know. I showed up. I was already late. I only had about 30 minutes to get to the next flight, and I got pulled for mandatory COVID testing. I got pulled for a pat down. I got pulled for my bag to be checked for drugs. If it could be pulled except for cavity check, I got it. So you were not that cheap. But so I got to meet a very nice security guy, though, who comforted me. He took my phone out of my hands because I couldn't figure out how to tell anyone what was going on. Because for some reason, my phone wasn't working. He fixed some settings, connected me to the Wi-Fi in the airport, so I was back in touch, going, "Okay, this is what's going on." Long story short, got on that plane, no problem, and I go to Vancouver. Now somebody gets to come into this. The socks are cute. So, we get to Vancouver. I
No,
don't.
no, I didn't, TJ.
The Trump seal Canada. No, that never came up. When I got to Canada, or on the way to Canada, I got to sit with two other women in my row. The one in the middle is a Vancouver native. The one on the outside is an American meeting her Canadian boyfriend for the first time, all excited and nervous. What's the odds? And so we all make a pact when we get there. We're going to watch each other meet the significant others so we can see first reactions. And no, you did not sing. So I get off the plane. I watch the native meet her boyfriend, which is to be expected. Get to meet the American. No, I did not sing that either when people come here. So I get to watch the American meet her boyfriend, and she tackled him. He almost fell onto the ground. She was a little too excited. And everyone stops and looks at me. And I look around, and there is no. And that started that fiasco. I think I do have a picture of the giant head I took a picture of for a landmark somewhere on here. This is, but I don't know where. I can't find it offhand. So, and Rob, when did you first realize you were not where I was?
Uh, see, I had circled the airport, the third floor of the airport about 3 times. I was sitting there waiting by the international flights because she is an American. She is coming from America. She will be at the international flights. That was my logic.
it,
Me, however, was kind of really dumb in the fact that she's flying from Toronto. That is a domestic flight.
yep, that's exactly it too.
So we sat trying to figure out where each other were for about an hour.
Yeah, pretty much. By this time, my new friends had left. One of them is now a follower of my Twitch because she wanted to keep track of me. She was worried that I would never find you, and I'm just standing here going, "How can you miss picture?"
Okay. Twitch just hit me with this, and I have to redeem it. This is basically what we
This
did.
is fine.
That exactly. That was not what I was doing. I will admit, this whole time,
we, I was running around. She was staying still. I was running around trying to figure out where she was, telling myself, "This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. She's here. This is fine. I can still like." Where the hell is she? Why is she not coming out of the international area? I can't go any further.
and I'm
And
standing.
I go all the way. She sends me that picture. I go all the
Yeah.
way over to the food court. I find one of the security guards, and I'm just like, okay, this is kind of a silly question. Does this look familiar to you? And he goes, who sent you this? I was one of my girlfriend. She's coming up from the States. I figured she'd be at the international flights, but she's not there. And he goes, did she have a layover? And I go, yeah, a few. Why? And what was their last layover? Toronto. She's gonna be in domestic. And I just I just buried my head in my face. I'm like, okay, going downstairs then, because I asked Dusty, "Hey, do you know where you are? Like, do you know what floor you're on?" And she's like, "I'm on the upper floor."
Because if you look, in my defense, if you look, there's another floor down there. I'm an American. That's first floor. This is second floor. I'm an American. This is how we think.
And I
Thank you for the
immediately go
sub.
downstairs. She turns around and starts walking towards the escalator I'm coming down, nose in her phone trying to text me, and I just immediately walk up and hug her.
Yeah, I will admit when
She
I
I
recoiled. I actually
she
recoiled.
did. I scared her, and I completely acknowledge that because here's this random guy hugging her, but then she looked up, realized it was me, and just went, "Oh," and just kind of just sat there for a minute.
Oh my god. You're never going back to Canada alone again. That is hopefully true, but we'll find out. But yeah, no, that was. I'll admit, the whole time he's wandering around lost, I was doing the okay. When you're lost in the woods, you stay put until someone finds you. The biggest mistake you can make is to keep wandering. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay put. But the longer he was gone, the more I'm like, maybe he bailed. Maybe he's gone. Bad brain kicked in. Maybe I'm alone here in the airport and no one's gonna find me. I was in total disaster mode. Hey, Cinder. So, um,
But yeah, no, like I just immediately is like, "Oh, she's in domestic. That's downstairs."
yeah, I think,
And she was even walking towards the staircase when
uh,
I asked when she was upstairs or downstairs.
well, that's another floor. So basically, at that point, I think the first thing I actually told him was, oh, "You're real.
Yeah.
You will go. TJ will come with me. I need a guide." That's probably true.
You always need a guide.
I get lost so easy. Hi, Thurman.
Hey, Darman.
So anyway, we managed to get some. We realized that the ferry is a no go at this point. So he managed to get me
Yeah,
some
it
food
was
because I hadn't eaten.
8:45 and I was like, "You know what? The food court here is open 24 hours. Let's just go get some food."
And
And
I had to order in French.
you didn't have to order in French. You were just looking at the French menu. She looked at something and went, "I want that." And I'm like, "Okay, so you want the beef sandwich?" She's like, "How can you tell? It's in French." And it's right above it, Dusty.
Hey, I would travel in 15 and a half hours. You expect me to have a brain at this point? Yes, I do need a guide everywhere we go. And you're not home forever. You do come to visit me. I know it's not the same, fool, but you do. But yeah, I how do you say
Yeah.
idiot in French? Thank you, TJ. Thank you. So anyway, we couldn't go anywhere, so we ended up going to what was the Radisson.
Yes.
The Radisson. To get to the Radisson, I got to go on my first taxi ride, which was a stereotype. It was a yellow taxi with an Indian driver from India
Who drove like an asshole?
who drove on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a brain. But yeah, he drove on the sidewalk. I was terrified. So yeah, that happened. But we end up in this hotel, which to me is magical because it's one of the fanciest hotels I've been in. The second
The
fancy
upstairs completely the upstairs were completely blocked off because people.
people, but the entire thing was decked out with garlands all the way around the balcony, everywhere. So I snuck a picture because tourists, that's what we do. And I don't think I actually put these next photos on the Discord. So in case you guys want to know what the room looks like, there was this guy in it that was on his phone. But you walk
Oh
in.
yeah, that one. You, was that before or after? I think that was after our night. That was when I was trying to look up
Yes, where to
your
go. Yes.
no, that was me looking up where to get your test.
Oh, that's right, because we had to schedule my test. Oh, UA asked you a question.
I
Do you?
do.
Yeah, we play a lot of board games actually online, and
Yeah.
so
We we have
so
a weekly
yeah.
we keep trying to talk at the same time.
Sorry
Uh we have a weekly tabletop game
that we do.
every Sunday.
And
We have a little group
when
chat.
he actually comes here and is long enough here for it to play, you bring your stuff because like Red Dragon Inn and things, he does play UA,
Yep.
and UA has all of it in real life, all of it. But anyway, so here is the hallway to the room. That's the kitchenette. Which yeah, there's two sinks in this place. Uh, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
you can even see the second sink in that picture.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture of the bathroom, but yeah, oh yeah, the bathroom's right there. That you can see it.
Yep.
Um, bedroom, and then our lovely view. I brought the snow with me.
Yeah, she really did. The moment she got off the plane, it started really coming down.
So yeah, so this is to me. I'm going, wow, this is a amazing hotel. I'm set. This is great. Little did I know. Unfortunately, well, no, I did take pictures of our room, didn't I? I can't remember. Did I take pictures of our room? No, I'm looking.
No, that was all you did.
No, no, of the room, our other hotel room. No, the other hotel room. I don't think I took a picture of the room. I was so enamored with the view. Um,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no. The moment I opened up the curtain, you were just like, "Oh my god."
I was lost forever and a day.
Yes, it is it that those rooms of the Radisson she did post up in in the Discord as emergency room because we were like, yeah, no, this is an emergency. I needed a hotel and we were just like, yeah, no, this is a hotel. It's relatively near the airport and it's $100.
And the Radisson people were amazing. We told them what
They were.
happened. They immediately were like, let's throw discounts at you. Let's upgrade you to the executive suite because a local
Well,
having this issue was amazing for them.
yep.
Because
Well, they normally they have a deal for being in Canada. However, like because I am a Canadian, they were like, "You're a Canadian, we can get you a deal." Unfortunately, they were so
well, he asked if I had a picture of the aftermath. Yes, this is the aftermath of being stuck in Vancouver.
yeah. I think that picture you should probably switch off of that one before you get banned on Twitch.
So yeah, we did. But yeah, it just so we have to take a ferry, which was in vain. I know there's ferry photos in front of me. Oh, there we go. So we get up in the morning. We have to go to the ferry. This is the ferry.
Yep.
Um, I've never been on a ferry except for a little tiny thing that took me over to Ellis Island. This is not a little tiny thing. This thing, I watched tractor trailers pull up on this thing.
Full on 18 wheelers.
I mean, you can't tell how big it is from this picture, but holy cow, tractor trailers.
No,
More
no,
than
no.
one.
They can tell how big it is because you have people in that corner.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a scale like those are regular sized people. Here is the ship.
So it just, and of course, when we got on it, it was like going to the land of the Fae. Everything was foggy and misty, and all of a sudden, out of the mist, an island would show up. So it was just eerie and beautiful and cold, but it just nothing prepared me for this. And I thought this was the best ferry trip ever, which I found out I was wrong later. We get there and it's just the room, the view was just stunning. I didn't
Yeah.
take every time I went to take a picture of the room, I look out the window and it was just you lay on the bed and this is your view. This is what you
Yep.
see. Oops,
I
too fast.
we got into the room, we dropped off our stuff, she took off her boots, and I opened up the window and she just went, "Oh!"
And then I realized it's a balcony. I can go outside. So when he said he's gonna woo, I mean this is sunrise there. So he met
Yep.
woo. He totally, yeah. Suddenly the Radisson was a dump.
Suddenly.
The Radisson was a complete dump. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought it was beautiful until this. And this is what he works with every day, guys. This is his work.
Yep.
These views. I
Well,
just.
I right now
Oops.
it's not. I go to work pitch black at night. I come home pitch black at night.
Well, that's true because it is winter. But yeah, it
Yeah.
just amazed me the types of ships that you could see. We didn't actually get to go in here, which I'm kind of sad about because that's one of your dreams. I'm sorry we missed it.
That's fine.
But yeah, so next up we decided to
Not
wander.
about this trip wasn't about firsts for me. It was about firsts for you.
You had some too, though,
Yes,
and I don't
but
know.
I wasn't the focal point of the trip. You were.
Ah, but this one here, Rob can explain better. This here is what do you say? Sister City is what it's called. Where
Yes, back in the not 2000s, like the literally a full decade ago, surprising.
thankful,
We have a Japanese sister city that was wiped out in the tsunamis and earthquakes that happened. My city donated workers and funds and supplies to be able to help rebuild the city, and our sister city was able to rebuild, and they sent us that bell as thanks.
which I thought was really cool. So next up, we're just gonna have a bunch of photos of different places we've been and saw because most of what we did wasn't actually going places; it was walking. Because you guys know me well. I like walking. I like buildings. I like plants. Like, I mean, this is a horse shrub called the
Yes,
Judge. How can you not love him?
it's not the judge; it's just
Judge.
Judge.
I,
Uh,
I wish he had
his
been in bloom, but
his whole thing is that that manor was exactly that, a manor, an old timey, like, this is a manor, and Judge was the Lord's horse, and that was his house.
he
Very simple.
judges you. Very simple. But you know me, if it's a plant, I'm gonna like it. And I mean, look at the view. I mean, you got the Victorian style. It just everything about this place is pretty. And you know, I will admit, I wish I could have wandered in some of this, but it's kind of wrong to wander in a place you're not staying. So I just took a picture of the map. I always thought horses lived in stables, not houses. Cat. So, and I don't even know if I got a picture of our hotel on the outside, come to think of it.
You
But
didn't.
I didn't. Well, you need to take one for me. But I stole the key card, so I got that. It's purple, guys. Even the key card is right. But But I did take pictures of the different places we wandered. Like, I mean, they have their version of a fort. Thief. Yeah, I know. My 2 souvenirs. Ready for my 2 souvenirs? Postcard. This, because I don't count this as a souvenir. This was a gift. So I have a wolf necklace now. But anyway, back to what I was doing. Oop. I found this fascinating. Oh, you need to get a picture of the fountain for me, hun. The fountain came out blurry. All I have is the shield.
Okay.
Um, they have a fountain with all the shields of all the what it's province is the right term?
Yes.
Where each province
The
has a
crest.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, the crests of each province and territory. And
So,
she took a picture of British Columbia's one.
well, that's where I was. But unfortunately, the fountain is blurry, so I can't show it to you guys. And at night, it's lit up blues, purples, pinks.
Yep.
It's stunning. Okay, and this here is a giant shrub that grows over the entire thing. It's one shrub, and you know me, have to be underneath the shrub and get a picture taken.
Yep. She was insistent that I take a picture.
So, in case you're wondering what that is, and I don't know why there's a totem. Why is there a totem there?
There is a totem there because we recently in October went through a whole native people were under scrutiny and uh abused by the government, so the government needed to do something to make them feel better.
Ah, well,
It's in honor of like the 210 kids that died in the residential school systems recently.
Dusty needs to be under the bush. You way! Yeah, I do. I just didn't know if there was a meaning behind it. Fool. That's what I was asking. So, the librarian's totem pole? I have no idea. But yeah, I wish this one was not as blurry. But this building here is just stunning, and at night, it's so pretty. The Empress Hotel is where that tea thing I was telling you about earlier, UA, where they actually have high tea. So, which I guess is really good. My aunt recommends it. And more marina, because, marina. This here is neat. I've always wanted to see a redwood tree. Grant you, this is not the redwood trees I'd like to see. It's a small one, but this tree was what? What's it say on this thing?
You got a picture of the plaque?
I'm looking. It was planted in the late 1800s, so it's a very old tree. Well, you'll have to research that.
Yes.
Oh,
TJ, straight off the bat, yes.
oh, there you
There
go.
have been a lot of movies filmed here.
So there you go. I like this as a mural, so when I get lost, I can find where I am.
Except for the greater for the greater map of Vancouver Island, sure.
I think this is the one where I tried to walk in front of a car.
Yes.
Thankfully, Rob was here and I'm not dead. So I will admit I spent a lot of my time going, oh, look at that. Rob's real. Oh, look at that. Rob's real. It was really I had two thoughts. So, this is the candy shop where a lot of those actually all the dirty candies you guys got to see
Yeah. All of the
is.
little fake pills and the titty bar and things like that.
Yeah,
That's all in there.
because I actually have those up here for those of you that haven't seen them, where some of them are not dirty, like, the empowerments. I love the empowerments.
Yep.
Stuff we picked up from around the area. Let me get out of that one. I need to go into, where's the other dirty? Oh, this isn't dirty. Everyone knows the mega guy. So,
Mega mints.
mega mints. I love the pills. The pills were just totally
The pills were
ridiculous.
so bad.
They were just,
Microsoft T turns a floppy into a stiffy.
and yeah, they're terrible.
Moaner's Morgasm.
Yeah, I promise you.
Boiled rotten.
I promise you, I would show this one again.
Yes, fool, she said mega guy,
Yeah.
we're not correcting it. That one okay, I specifically took this one to get her in the picture. There is
No, he can't talk.
That is all I'm going to say about
That's
it.
all you're gonna say about that one.
Yep.
Yeah, this one here, I picked up the thing not thinking. He snapped a picture and it's like, oh crap, now I know why you did it.
Because you could clearly tell she's smiling in it too.
I was just joking around and you took the picture.
Yep.
Can't trust you with a camera, but yeah, even the chocolate bars though were wild. I mean, yeah, the All About Me chocolate bar. Who
All
does?
about me, swingers bar.
Yeah, who doesn't want that? I mean, or the skulls. I love this candy shop because there was so much unusual stuff. I mean, we saw this and immediately said we have to take a picture for Fool. I mean,
Yeah,
who
the
doesn't want
witch gummy tongue.
it? So it's
Okay.
no. I was just fooling around. That was not supposed to be. I mean, it's a
uh,
good thing I didn't pick up this one, right?
there there was one. It was what initially caught our attention was in the front window they had the back panel for their boxes of giant gummy bears.
Yes, and one of the gummies on the
What
back. Oh my god!
However, the name of the store was slightly covering one of the backs, and that was the one that both of us caught our attention because it looked like two hands holding a giant gummy penis.
It
And there's
did.
no other way to really say that.
And I was looking at that going, do you see? Yeah, I see. Okay, we both
And
see.
when I say giant gummy penis, I
it
mean it's both hands
yeah,
were not completely around
it
the
was
gummy worm, and they were a good like 3 inches apart.
and this thing
So when we say giant gummy penis,
and this by the way is my favorite thing that ever. It actually doesn't hurt me like the old brace did, so I have to show it off again. And yes, his feet don't touch the ground, my feet don't touch the ground. That bed's huge. So, before anyone brings up the feet joke. So,
yes,
oh, and
my
and Facebook's having a field day with the idea that I got an adult ticket. They think that you got ripped off. So, let's see, where else do we want to go with these pictures here? Oh, let's go. We did here. We'll go back here. Tiny short people for the win. Hey, execute. Um, um, I am. Rob is
I'm
not.
not.
No, Rob is almost 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
So, yeah, when he stands above me, his head doesn't even touch the top of my head. It's really
I
neat.
have
It's
to
a neat feeling.
actually. I have to bend over slightly to rest my chin on her head.
Now, this is if I remember right, the Scottish pub that you took me to.
Yes, that is the Scottish pub.
Amazing food. So, and this here, it's just wonderful just to walk down the way they have it all decked out. I'm so happy Christmas was still a thing when we went there. But yeah,
A lot of places now no longer have their Christmas decorations out.
yeah, TJ, he's around your height, so you wouldn't be able to rest your head on me either. And this was a bank, believe it or not. The bank itself wasn't that cool, but they had these beautiful coat of arms above it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm taking a picture. Because, and then Market Square is also, it just, at night, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of the night shots. My camera doesn't do well at night, but we went back and saw saw most of this stuff in the daylight. And now we're coming to the section where I got freaked out a little bit. We come around the corner and the road is moving.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say I behaved. I was very bad.
Rob, the street's moving! Yes, Dusty, it's a bridge. Go to the next one. Go to the next picture there. Rob, it's straight up! Yes, Dusty, it's a bridge. It has to go straight up because ships have to go underneath it. It's straight up, Rob!
I knew they existed, but I didn't know that was one. I thought it was just a bridge. And then it started moving. I thought it was just a bridge.
She was really into this bridge.
They don't? See, I didn't know that. So drawbridges in the States don't go vertical. What do they do? Now I'm curious because this is the only drawbridge I've ever seen.
They'll just go slightly up, like the first picture you have there.
Okay.
That is typically as far as they'll go.
Yeah, putting two and two together is not my strong suit. You have to love me
But
like this.
that one goes vertically because there were times where that waterway is used by exceptionally tall boats.
And of course, we got
So
to wander down their alleyways are beautiful. I'm glad we were here when it wasn't tourist season because this would be packed, so we could actually wander and see everything.
even just coming down here at night, it was still fairly busy.
So yeah,
Like once I want to say once night falls,
and of course,
but
so gotta love good civil engineering. Yes, and of course,
yeah,
we also went to the Irish pub, which
yep.
also is incredible food, and they had live music, a fiddler. I took this for my son because my son's fascinated by skulls and all that kind of stuff. Who isn't? And the orcas are, I'm told by Rob, actually you can see there. I didn't see one, but I saw a dead one. So, so,
She saw a replica skull of one of the orca whales.
so.
One of But yeah, we do have pods of whales that occasionally go through there
and
around the Strait of Georgia.
and it was funny. We walked into the mall. I don't remember why we went into the mall at first place. I think we were looking for a bathroom, and I wasn't paying
Food
attention.
court, food court and bathroom.
And I wasn't paying attention because I was focused on I really need a bathroom at this point. And he just went look up, and I was blown away. The lights and these huge flowers just hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, the malls there are even more beautiful than here.
She was staring downward, like she was looking straight and looking absolutely like dumbfounded and like, wow, this place is really pretty. And I just whispered, look up. And she just,
Yeah, it
oh.
just it's not fair. My mall is boring. Everything about here is boring.
This to me is boring because this is what I see all the time.
You have not seen here yet. Yeah, there's a bookstore. It's more than one story. The Canadians believe in more than one story bookstores, which is amazing. Um,
A lot of stores in the area are more than one.
well, yeah, the restaurants, everything was more than one story. I'm not used to that because in here in Rome, we our skyscrapers are literally apartment buildings they're building now. They're all new. We don't have this here,
Yeah.
but it's just, but I mean, just look how they decorate in these places. It's just stunning. Because this one here is the Scottish one. Sorry, that's blurry. But I mean, the detail just on the sconces and things, it's just, I mean, we don't have anything like this. The mall in Syracuse is boring decor. Yes, it is. There's a lot there, UA, but did you see what that mall looks like? They have pillars and stuff. Destiny USA is not a pretty on the inside. It's still just a typical mall. But yeah, I mean, they had stained glasses at every booth. And then, of course, now we're back to that fortress we saw earlier at night. Rob was really kind once he realized I like lights, and he just said, we're going. And we just walked outside at night and just looked at all the lights. The boats are lit up, the street lights are like, different colors. It's just amazing. The Empress, all the trees and shrubs were lit up. Unfortunately, their big tree wasn't. Made me sad. But and they have whales all over the place with paintings. You know how we had horses on parade going through New York State? They did it with whales, which I think is just fantastic. And we found two of the whales.
Yep.
This statue here, I love. You can tell exactly what the story is by just looking at it. But it's called the Homecoming. And you can see why, because I'll go back. It's just sailor gets off the boat. There is his kid. There's his dog. I just thought it was beautiful for the good way to represent the Canadian Navy. So, and this is what that bridge looks like when it's not straight up and lit up at night. It's lit, it's blue. I loved it. I really, really loved it. Ooh, I clicked too fast. Um, that one's blurry anyway. So when we went back out at night, these are the same streets I showed you guys earlier, but with the lights, and it just every place was just lit up. And that's just for Christmas, right?
Nope.
Oh, it's all the time. Wow. This intersection amazed me because it's literally rainbows. As I figured, Fool would like to see this, and I know Robin adored it. She's like, finally, someplace that appreciates pride. So Robin was ecstatic to see this intersection. And then this statue, I can't remember what this statue is. Oh, yeah, okay. But you got your monkey, you got the puppy. I got the placard here, and then there she is looking at it. There we go. That's her, Emily. So, but it's just
Yeah, it started raining at this point too.
yeah, and we had to get going. I did stop during the rain just to get a picture of otters because otters.
Yeah.
Um, so that is all those. Let's see. We did these ones. Oh, we didn't do dinner. Let's see. Where is the dinner picture? My favorite picture of us. There it is. So his restaurant in his hotel has the most amazing food, and it's beautiful, and we got the same view as the room. And the waitress was nice and took our picture. You could tell he was miserable, hated every bit of it. Yeah, that is very true. Those otters have to be fed a lot. But we had amazing food every place we went. I'm going to show you food pictures. Like this one here was the Irish pub. And let's see.
Yep, that's the Irish pub. That is my
There's
Scottish,
and me with my
my
food.
shepherd's pie, and your, your. I didn't even notice I got you with your eyes closed there.
You
Your
did.
Irish, your Irish soup.
So, I didn't know I was actually going to be in the picture. I was just trying not to touch things. This is our first dinner date where
Yep,
we ordered this one dinner because there's so much food, and the lobster went on my plate, and then
I took the steak,
you took the
and we
steak,
split the
the mashed
we split the
potatoes.
rest of it.
Yeah, because he had the steak part, and then we just split this, and it melted in your mouth. These potatoes and stuff. It's just so good. Everything about it. They know what they're doing. And then they offered us dessert. So this is eggnog creme brulee,
Yeah, your eggnog creme brulee,
which was so good. And where did your dessert go? Here it is. And you got what was that?
chocolate lava cake.
That's right, chocolate lava cake. Hello, bedhead. So, um, that creme brulee was fantastic, and they got the caramelization right. So when you broke into it, you got the snap of the candy, and it's like, everything about it was good. And then I made the mistake of trying an alcohol I've never heard of.
The- yeah, basically vodka lemonade, and
Absinthe
this is
was in
where
there too.
This is where Dusty started. This was where Tipsy Dusty started that
I
night.
think most of the people in this chat got a text from me. I'm hoping I wasn't too bad. But yeah, that hit me like a ton of bricks.
The
Several, okay.
I a lot of the time too, I was telling her to like not drink that, drink water. We haven't gotten our food yet, and she kept going to the vodka.
It was so good. It tasted like straight up lemonade. I could not stop. It was so good. So
But that picture does highlight something. Every single table in our in the Blue Crab, which is what the restaurant is called, is lit up by a candle.
yeah, and there's flowers too. It was so pretty.
Yep.
I was very impressed with the blue crab. It was so clean, so well taken care of, the whole 9 yards. So, oh, I forgot to. It's kind of hard to see, but solid brown seagull. Even the feet, everything is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was vodka
He
and
was just brown.
absinthe, and I didn't know what absinthe is, and it turns out that's strong stuff. But yeah, this is a completely brown seagull. Don't mind me.
The brown
It
seagull.
fascinated me. Let's see. So we did that. We did that. I think we're coming to the trip. Oh no, no, no. I forgot. And then we decided to eat my clearance chocolate. Here's Santa. But Santa looks weird when you take him out of the packaging. And we're gonna leave it at that. Oh,
There were quite a few comments about that.
and we did find a space banana. Oh, double pat, huh? So, yeah, so that I think is all the trip ones until we have to head back. To head back, the ferry um was just he surprised me because I never expected to see sunrises like this. I think this is where he I had to blame there it was very dusty. I actually kind of started to cry a little bit because it was everything was so beautiful and so perfect. So, I mean, look at this. Mountains with white caps on top. For me, that's big. I know for a lot of you that's not, but to be on another ocean, what? It's just, yeah.
As UA just said, yes, I've not really drank a lot in my life. So the the little bits that I have drank, it's literally as you saw there, it was just a cherry sour. And it's like that is the extent of my like that is the fanciest thing I've ever drank
I would love that
because
fool.
for me it's mostly just been, I'll have a glass of whiskey. There's my drink. And that is one night.
Yeah.
I've never gotten tipsy, I've never gotten drunk. I do not know how I am when I am those things.
UA's volunteered to help us figure that out, so you have a limit because you need that before you meet the Viking.
Yes, that is exactly it. Is I do not know my limit, and I would like to know my limit.
And of course, when we got off the ferry, there was an hour wait for the bus.
Yep.
So
So
I
Dusty decided to make.
a snow fox. Because what else do you do?
Yep.
Because I am weird that way. And you didn't make fun of me at all when I said I'm going to start making it was funny. I was talking to him like, this is kind of packing snow. You don't get, oh, wait, I know what I'm going to do. And you just let me go. Didn't complain.
Yep.
Let me play. I adore that because I'm used to
I
being
just
yelled
sat there
at.
and smiled and
And,
enjoyed watching.
and then I met that wonderful woman who put me on her Facebook
Yeah.
because she was just enamored by the whole thing. And there he is finished. But yeah, we will give him the dusty treatment because that's the safest way to learn. And UA is good about that. So yeah, he's going to teach you. But so we get I didn't get a picture of the train. He took me on my first train ride after the bus to get back to the airport. Um
Skytrain. Yep.
the Sky Train. I did not get I did not get sick, believe it or not, on the ferry, on the Sky Train, on the planes.
You did not get sick at all. In fact, it wasn't until we were going to your test that we sat down on the bus and you mentioned that you might get a little queasy, but you never did.
No, I was surprised. Um, that was interesting. Getting a test in Canada, you, you go on this long hallway where you don't think you're supposed to be to find a guy sitting alone in a room to get a test. It was very, it felt
That
shady.
it that entire area was just shady because we were looking around trying to find this room, and it was through a door, through another door, through another door to get to a separate hallway.
It was, yeah.
And then when we got out of the test, we got the okay. We were like, okay, yeah, the test is negative, and we were like, awesome, great, cool. And he was like, yeah, in about 8 minutes, I'll email it out to you, and that'll be done.
Did
We
you?
go outside,
Yeah.
and t- we 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 saw an elevator right next to it. So I was like, okay, well, we'll go down. It was very liminal space. We go down the elevator and we walk out the first door we see. Simple as that. We walk out the first door we see, and what do we see? Exactly where we were dropped off from the taxi.
If we had just gone there, we would have not had to do all this wander. Yeah.
We wouldn't have been caught in liminal space.
Turns out he's as bad as I am at times. So, but Kat told us to get a lotto ticket because we were having a lot of good serendipity, and there's the winning ticket. I don't know if he ever turned it in or not, but yeah,
No, not yet, but
we
I got it. I should do that. But
we
yes, no, it was a $2 ticket, and I'm just like, the very first thing I scratch off is a $2 prize. It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah, serendipity was going crazy, UA, the entire time. It was everything kept just falling into place the way you wouldn't expect it. Well, you know how I am. And when Kat said get a lotto ticket, we joked around like, yeah, this will prove I don't have serendipity's not going on. And then of course he wins off it. So it's
Yep.
serendipity was going nuts. So we get back to the airport. Unfortunately, that the all good things come to an end. I think I have the picture that you took of me. I thought he left. Oh, I forgot. I also got a picture with a buddy. Isn't he cool? Got a picture with a moose. But
And yes, it's wearing an apron that says Canadian takeout, and it's a bear robbing a tent of its inhabitant.
it's awesome. But yeah, I thought
Okay, I am only bad the moment you put me inside.
yeah.
The moment you put me inside, I get turned around. But if I'm outside, I know everything I need to know.
Yeah. So we get back to the airport, we say our goodbyes. I think he's left. I say something, I don't remember what on Discord, and he answered for me. And I turned and he was sitting right there. He was spying the whole time.
I didn't want to leave until I knew that until she gave me a thumbs up that she was cleared to get on the plane.
And with the
And once
fiasco
she
I had coming, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and the moment you gave me
Put you
God
inside.
damn it, Yui.
No, he puts it. Never mind. I'm not going there. There's
The
a
moment the moment you gave me the thumbs up after talking with the guy, showing him your passport and the vaccine information and the information from the Discord, because I know that's what you're pulling up.
yeah.
You gave me the thumbs up, and that's when I knew that okay, she's okay.
I didn't say it. I didn't. I was well behaved. We did take this for Cat. I forgot to put this on there. The
Yes,
rise and
the rise and
grind.
grind.
We saw that one. Oh, that's Cat.
A lot of places around the area just had horrible fun names for coffee and things like
Horrible.
that.
They were great. And then one thing I did find interesting is at one of the airports, I had to take a train to get to the next terminal, and there was nobody there. It was spooky as all get out. I was alone in these
Yeah.
tunnels. I was, yeah, not comfortable. I don't know why. You'd think being alone would be comfortable, but it was kind of, hi, Hugh. So it was kind of a little bit spooky there. And I also learned we don't eat airport food. This was the most disgusting meal I've ever had in my life. Thank you guys for purchasing it for me. Those of you that Raven and UA sent tips through my, I thought it was funny. Raven actually went through my Twitch, sent me a tip so I could have money that way. UA, I don't know how you know my PayPal, but you do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I felt like I was in a horror movie, fool. I was waiting for it to flicker, and else than the bad guy standing in there with me. Yeah, that's where my head
or
was.
or the lights flicker and suddenly you're in Half-Life 2.
Oh my god. It was just, yeah, that was just terrifying. But the journey back was actually better. I only had, I think, half-hour delays at each flight. I got home. There was a blizzard going on at home, but by the time I got to Fool, it had moved north. It didn't shift back down south till after I got home, but I can show you how miserable I was coming home. I look so happy here. When I left, everything was green grass, and I was full of excitement. I came back sad because, well, I left something important in Canada and came back to snow and shoveling. So you look for the manufacturing agreement to see it was made in your town or not. Well, that train there, where was that train? Was that one New York City? Yeah, because
Yeah, that
yeah, that was New York.
yeah.
Yeah, because Vancouver. That wasn't Vancouver. I think that was New York City. So
Well,
I.
you went from Vancouver to Seattle, so it might have been Seattle.
Oh no, that was Seattle. You're right. Seattle had the train. So that
Yeah,
was
because
Seattle.
you were mentioning Seattle was one of the biggest airports.
Yep. That was Seattle, Washington. I had to go from one terminal to the other, and the only way to do it was to find the trains, which was a heck of a walk, and then get on them, and then go across and come back up. So I will admit I'm not good at traveling, it turns out, because I don't know what I'm doing. So hopefully next time it won't be so bad. So it's possible it could have been made there. I did not look. I mean, all I can tell you is it looks like this hue. I don't know where it was made. Very clean, but empty. So I think that is all the photos and almost the hour. I'm double checking though. Did I not show something here? Oh, I did take some pictures of different places we took off from because I was just fascinated by how every place is different. Like Seattle was all this flat, but you can see in the distance the mountains. So this is as close as I came to one of my dreams. It's been on my bucket list since I was like 5 years old. I got closer to redwoods in the park I dream of by flying over it. So I maybe it counts. I don't know. So and I see. I think that just gonna double check all. Oh, we did take some pictures of some funny T-shirts too. I forgot. So they the usual tourist trap T-shirts that were tempting to buy that we didn't. Bye,
Bye,
UA. Well,
UA.
I'm wrapping up anyway because I have to go for the full hour. We got 4 minutes left.
Yep.
Um, and then oh, this one. I love this one. Sometimes it was just an octopus, so I could slap 8 people at once.
Hi, fool.
That's exactly who we took this for. Well, this was the shirt. If I had the money, I would have brought home for you. But I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay. Or hug 4 people at once. See, that would be if I was an octopus. Let's see. As I am a hugger, and it turns out I hug too much. I think I hugged Rob more than he's probably been hugged in 5 days. Oh, I do have the picture of us proving that neither one of us can touch the floor. That bed was extremely tall.
It was.
It was. So I think that is everything. Or just wrap myself up and sleep in an alcove.
That
So
is also an octopus thing to do.
that is. I actually sent Fool on Facebook octopus video this morning. That was really cute. I thought they would appreciate. I think that is. Oh, I forgot one whale, flower whale. Rob was nice and ran down to get that picture for me.
We spotted it, and we were walking by, and I was just like, "Wait, you're not taking a picture of it?" And she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Give me your camera, I'll take a picture for you."
And he ran down and got down in there to get it because that was not by the side of the road.
No.
Oh, but flower whale, gotta have a flower whale. But anyway, this is the 5 days that you guys why I didn't stream, and you guys in Discord got to hear a lot of this that was going on. Also, why I didn't talk much in Discord because I kind of was busy. Oh, we also got to see Spider-Man No Way Home. I recommend that movie highly. I'm not going to say more because I know a lot of you haven't seen it yet, and it is the best Spider-Man movie I think yet. So,
Tom Holland did his 3.
yeah. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at our journey and listening to Rob talk too. And then
For
you went to
once.
one of the sketchiest airports in the US. I had to go through JFK twice. I did it on the way and I did it on the way back. Both times I hated it. It's under construction. They don't mark anything. You can't find anything. When you ask for help, they're rude. I actually asked people that looked like they traveled a lot because the people there would not help me. All the other airports, I made friends with people. I adore George. I miss George. He's so sweet. But but I've
You
met
just want to take him and pet him and call him
he
George.
needed it. He was sad and I made him smile. But JFK
You,
LaGuardia is not a good airport. I will fully
you
admit.
do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, like the nice lady at the ferry. I don't understand why you can't just walk up to people and make them smile and talk. It's just everyone should. And you tell me that's something you've never seen anyone do, but that's just
It is
it's
if even for Canadians, it is uncommon to just walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, nice hair," and just keep walking.
and that's what Dusty do.
That is what Dusty do. And the girl looked so confused because she's like, "What?
Most
What just happened?"
most of the time I get, gee, thanks, and it brightens up their day. Sometimes people get confused, but most of the time they actually light up, and you can tell even behind the mask that they light up that someone noticed them. And that's all everybody ever needs is to be noticed. So why can't I do that? I don't see that's just how I do. And you don't make fun of me for it. I adore you for that.
No, why would I make fun of you?
I keep waiting. I know I shouldn't, but I do. But anyway,
You're gonna be waiting for a long time for that.
time to stop mushing on the Rob. Yeah, that's because that's what I'm
It,
used
it,
to.
it is what she's used to, and she can continue to wait for me to make fun of her all she wants, but she's gonna be waiting for a long time.
I've never been let loose in a city where I could wander, go in whatever building I want, look at whatever building, point things out, and I know most of it was probably stuff you've seen 100 times, and no eyes rolled, nothing, no made fun of. He would just go, "Oh yeah, that's beautiful." You amaze me that way. Thank you, and thank the rest of you because you guys
For
were
the
there.
support and for helping her get to me.
So many of you guys told me what to pack, how to move, what to bring. Some of you guys actually mailed things to the house so I'd have the stuff I needed. Made sure I had food. This was a group effort. The Discord family made this trip happen, and I love all of you.
Yep.
Yes, I went to Tim Hortons when we got lost in the airport when we couldn't
That
find
was
find each
yes, that
other.
was our
That was
that was
dinner.
our airport dinner.
That was dinner, and actually was pretty good. So, but yes, we had to go someplace for food, and they were the only place open.
Yeah. It was at our 7-Eleven, and I'm just like, yeah, no, she doesn't need 7-Eleven.
I'll pull this up for the final photo there because I adore this one. Um, so for those of you who are curious, that is Rob. I think you know that's me.
Yep.
And I will be, yeah, he's my wolf man. Now stop that. Don't make me mush. Um, God dang, I'm gonna blush. Thank you guys. I'm planning
You
on.
have been for a while.
Oh, I know. I'm going to be streaming odd times from now here on out. Because I need to. I always thought that was me for a sec. Oh, Hugh, do you look like that too? You're gonna say the same thing, Rob. Gotta love guys with beards. At least I love that one. But anyway, thank you. Check out my YouTube because right now I only have 3 subscribers. I need some more over there. Thank you for the monthly subscription goals. I know I'm not going to reach the 20 subscriber goal for January, and I'm totally okay with that. So different color eyes, I shave your sleep, but yeah. Well, Hugh, then you must be really handsome too. Um, and until you guys want to chat, I'm in Discord. Rob's going to bed. And
Yep.
thank you. Have a wonderful